Итак, всем привет, дорогие пользователи YouTube, с вами Вован, и сегодня мы продолжаем играть в игру под названием The Stanley Parable. Переводится она как и притча о Стэнли. И я вам хотел показать все концовки. Read the fact. О, можно отсюда, да, так?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Мне пофигу, я должен открыть эту дверь. Там пасьянс. Ну. Ну ладно, ладненько, пойдемте. Блин.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring, but eager to get back to business.
Так, в прошлый раз мы туда пошли и сдохли. Нам сюда.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Я правильно сделал? Или нет? Это будет загадкой, да? Плохо.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Блин.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, it's, left.
Ты уверен? Ха, сам не знал, блин. Left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, man.
Ты охерел, что ли?
No,
Does it?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Нам в эту машину? Что нам делать? Fuck.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Это
Okay. Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. Don't waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense. We'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Не надо, еще не начинай.
Okay, from the top.
Нет. Damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Иди
memo.
нахер. Я опять пойду вправо. Так, кстати, первая концовка была, точнее, даже не концовка, блин. Я поставлю на паузу, и вы уже увидите, когда я приду.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
А!
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere?
Окей, это концовка, да, типа другая.
I'm asking you. I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What the fucking shit am I Перкен батай хай май пай хой пай чай. What the fuck? Okay.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever
Да не надо!
starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Да
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Да. Это, блин, игра непредсказуем.
Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Нет. И что? Что мы пропустили? Что мы пропустили? Да, вроде нет, ничего не пропустили мы.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
What the fuck?
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square. And this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Да он задолбал. Настроит компьютер. Нас троллит компьютер. Вот.
Right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
Полоса приключений Стэнли.
line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
О, я хочу поиграть в это, блин, крутую игру. Ну ладно. Нет. Блин, ну ладно. Полоса приключений Стэнли, блин.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Кто с друг прохожий мочек, кто на труп помех, хочет папа псих, папа псих, папа псих.
music. Look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Ну окей, запомнил. Все. Ну где музыка прям? Пам-пам-парарам.
Wait, we're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What the fuck?
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Блин. Походу компьютер тоже нас троллить уже как-то неохота. Да.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Окей. Блин, походу я игру сломал.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
What the fuck?
Wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Что за магия? Капец. What the fuck? Эта игра, блин, удивляет. Очень сильно.
Oh no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the
Новая офигенная история.
awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Ну окей. Нет! Я хочу туда! Не скрывайся!
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is
Чёрт возьми, да ты прав.
then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Я играю в
So
нее
now, according to the
16
schedule, I
минут
restart
уже.
again. Then what?
Круто.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't
Я
be.
сдохну?
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I won't do
And the
it.
timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something
Кто за
happen?
нами придет? Не надо мне, чтоб Кто за мной приходил?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click it all 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Какие 5 кликов?
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
20 раз?
That's
Ну
the
ладно,
kind of effort
раз,
that warrants
да,
recognition.
4, 5,
I
6.
have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing
Okay.
true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Я вставим пока что на паузу.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 раз! А где 417? Вот это... Так, где... О, вот.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Бегать. Так, я пропустил.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
What the fuck, а? Ну...
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Где он? А, это...
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Я ни хера не понимаю, для чего... О, стоп. А, нет. Что? Waiting pad? Даже не знаю, что это такое.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Ну, что-то ты, походу, с ума сошел, да?
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
Sub-Zero! Лакай, лют. Sub-Zero.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Это круто, да.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What
5 маленьких кликов, блин. И чё? Всё? Он меня киданул. Эх, блин.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Я в чулане.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Хер. Я тут буду сидеть.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
В натуре
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
What the
None
fuck?
of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above.
Я над пол...
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Какая история о женщине Мариэлла?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the
Труп
body of a
мужчины?
man
Я
who
выбросился из
had
окна.
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Йоу. Наконец-то мы прошли эту игру, да? Почти. Почти прошли. Нет? Не прошли.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss's office. А может нам сюда?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the board that read Mind Control Facility.
Мы пойдем сюда.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Жестокая смерть. Да не, пофиг, это неправда.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Нет. На всякий случай я лучше сниму наушники.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ай-яй-яй, как больно, наверное.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What the fuck? Окей. Off computer. Оп, оп, оп. И офис. Я не понимаю, что это такое вообще. Прикольно. Так, нам сюда или туда? Ну окей, давайте пойдем сначала сюда. Warzone. Ничего не видно. Трон какой-то. Что это такое? What the fuck, 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 what the fuck, what the fuck, 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 fuck. Семь. Нет? Ну да, пофигу. Ну, что сказать? Я нифига ничего не понимаю, где это мы, как отсюда выбраться? Стэнли.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Насколько?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Опять?
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now.
Ну ладно.
It's the only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
В той концовке мы сдохли, но сейчас
Stepping into his
попробуем.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Ну да, я об этом не мог предположить, типа.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Ну, 2, 8, 4, 5. Я этого не знал, да.
Stanley simply big 2845. But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Ну вот теперь следующая концовка. Ну и вот мы уже почти около конца. Это будет последняя концовка. Я нажму включить. И не знаю, что тут произойдет. Ведь в прошлый раз мы нажали...
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2.
Пускай будет.
Now this is a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the
Какая звезда? Иди
story now.
Дурак тупой. Ой-ой-ой. Где один?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until
What the fuck?
Goes off.
Один. Так, 5. Тут 5 будет, окей. Но за 2 минуты. Блинский.
I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of silence before you're obliterated.
Ай-яй-яй.
All right, I mean, good. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time.
Давай, спринтер, блин. Ой, 46?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that
Что тут?
блин,
как он быстро летит.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game
Розовая кнопка. Так.
One soul? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Синяя.
Stanley.
Красная кнопка.
You're in for quite a disappointment.
Бля!
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching
Так, желтая.
because I want to watch you for every moment that you're
Где-то тут желтая кнопка огромная. Боже мой, где она?
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
Здесь.
That's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the
Goodbye.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
Что мне
seconds until a
делать?
big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
Давай, давай,
Another
давай,
choice.
давай, давай.
Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And
7 секунд!
I will be laughing
7
every
гребаных
second.
секунд!
Never from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Блин. Ну что ж, с вами был Вован. Если вам понравился мой канал, то подписывайтесь. А, стой. Увидите погоду, давай. Нет? О. Все. Ну, я хочу увидеть погоду. Как мне увидеть погоду? Погода. Ладно. Всем пока. С вами был Вован. Если вам понравился мой канал, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Всем пока.